Suella Braverman will be hoping that her tenure will be longer than that of Liz Truss. Just talk us through what your last few weeks have been like. I'm assuming a furious rewrite of a book that was supposed to be about the rapid rise of Liz Truss and then actually culminated in a very quick descent.
Yes. Well, I think the most surreal moment was when Sir Keir Starmer stood up at Prime Minister's Questions and said, you know, it's going to be out for Christmas. Is that the title or the release date? It's been a strange old time. Funnily enough, there's been a bit of rewrites at the end, obviously, and trying to talk to people about what went on in those final days in the Downing Street bunker. But also, you know, the clues were always there throughout her career. You know, she's someone who is quite, you know, high energetic, who likes to go out there and be quite, you know, personalising her brand, etc. And I think those things have a lot of merit at certain points. But I think as Prime Minister, the problem is all those levers can sometimes be more of a trapdoor when you pull them.
Yeah, and let's just be clear, you decided to write this book years ago?
No? August.
In August, right, OK, and you thought,
terms,
and it includes her time serving as Foreign Secretary, those kind of things as well. It's not just purely about the 45 days as Prime Minister, is it?
No, I'm not, even though they were very eventful, I'm not sure we could get 300 pages out of 45 days. It was a full life, you know, from, you know, growing up in Leeds, etc., her 10 years as Minister, all the rise to the top. So you got a very steady rise and then, of course, a very sudden fall. So I think trying to take, everyone wants to focus on the fall, but equally the rise is quite instructive in Westminster politics as well.
Yeah.
Lots of people think Liz Truss truly believed that she could have done the job and maybe going through a bit of an identity crisis now that she got into that position finally, having spent years of thinking, I can do a better job of this, and it turned out she couldn't at all.
I think that, you know, Liz Truss is someone who, you don't get to that position without having a real sort of self-belief, and she's always been, you can see this from her days, you know, as a schoolgirl in Leeds, you know, quite, you know, individualistic in terms of her thinking, you know, going to think outside of the box. And I think that, you know, she's someone, what you saw on those, when she said her resignation speech, you know, effectively the sentiment was, at least we tried. And I think she will feel a little bit vindicated in that at least she gave it a try and trying to go for some of these growth measures. Obviously, she'll be hurting from what's happened, but I think that, you know, she is someone who knows her own mind and will be glad she gave it a try, at least, because that's how she's seen herself throughout her career, as someone who can, you know, a bit of an iconoclast, breaking down barriers, etc. So we will see if she can make any kind of comeback after this.
Do you think there's even a tiny chance that she could end up back in a cabinet sometime soon?
There is perhaps a path. I think it's very unlikely, don't get me wrong, a path whereby you think after the next election the Tories lose loads of seats, she's in a safe seat in South West Norfolk. There could be some kind of front bench role. We will see.
Yeah, that would be fascinating. So it's out in time for Christmas in all good bookshops, yeah?
It is, yeah,
and bad ones.
We'll take all
it's
the sales.
everywhere.
Yeah,
exactly.
Can't escape us.
James, really good to have your thoughts this morning.